Hello everyone, in this video we will describe the main character of the journey to the center of the earth, Professor Liedenbrock. We will talk about his appearance, personality, and his actions which he had performed in the first chapter of this amazing story. Let's get started. His appearance, as we can see in this illustration, that he had stretched his arms, and we know from the text he was taking strides which were 3 feet long. So we can describe him as a tall man. Let's write tall like a tower. This is a simile. Tall like a tower. We can also see in this picture that he was clad in a brown suit. So we can write clad in a brown suit. He was making um, giant strides, made giant strides. When he was moving around, he fluttered his arms around like a seagull. Fluttered. This is a powerful verb here. Fluttered his arms. Like a seagull. He was quite loud and he had been yelling. So we can describe or we can define him having a raucous and dominating voice. Raucous, we could say. Raucous and dominating voice. Let's look at his personality. The way he behaved in the story. How did he interact with other characters in the story? Axel, Martha. We know from the text that he had a terrifying temper. We can put this down. Terrifying. He had a terrifying temper. He also possessed a scientific mind. You can say he had a scientific mind. Scientific mind. Okay. And we know, as Axel had described him, he wasn't a bad man, but he was an eccentric. Eccentric is quite nice word to describe his personality. So we can write he was an eccentric. He was very unique and an extraordinary uncle. We also know from the text he was quite authoritative. We can use this adjective, authoritative, authoritative, authoritative. Okay, so authoritative. This means he was commanding. Commanding, he wanted to control everybody around him. Commanding. He was also fond of historical books. We can define him as having that passion for reading historical books. He had a passion for reading historical books. Historical, historical, um, historical books. Now we will be looking at his actions which he had performed in the story. Okay, and we know after reading the first chapter that he was yelling, so we can use shrieked instead of yelled. He shrieked at Axel and Martha. He also declined, declined, declined. These are all powerful verbs. Declined to take his to take his soup. He also used a magnifying glass for his reading. He used magni, magnifying glass for his reading. He um growled, or we can he growled as he was very indignant at other he was very indignant at other people. He slammed his fist, slammed. Normally we slammed the door, but he slammed his fist on the desk. He rushed, rushed, and raced off. These are some of the actions he had performed in the first chapter. Wow! Now you can see we have created this amazing mind map of Professor Liedenbrock's character. Isn't it brilliant? In the next video, we will be writing some interesting sentences using this mind map. Bye for now. Please remember to subscribe to this channel. Thanks.